Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on the first episode of Real Talk with Team Big Cat Goalkeeping. I'm Roberto Hernandez, and this is the myth, the man, the legend, Big Cat himself, Neil Thompson. As you can see, we're shooting from his house, so just
welcome to my home. Again, if you see a dog come in here, it's not a stray, it's Henry. He just wants to make a little appearance every now and again.
definitely. Well, let's get into this. Thank you for joining us again. Well, Neil, what was the inspiration and why did you start Big Cat Goalkeeping?
I think the inspiration was behind Big Cat Goalkeeping was quite simple. I mean, I was injured at the time. When I was injured, so different players have different ways of dealing with it. Mine was actually to go out and watch soccer. I was actually in the youth. I was coaching a little bit here and there in the youth game. Anyway, so it was quite easy to go out and watch a number of games. And I felt that the goalkeeping position it needed some attention. I wanted it. I felt that the way how the goalkeepers were moving wasn't. I could tell that they'd been training, but I felt like it wasn't relating very well to the game, and I wanted to change that. More so once we started training the goalkeepers, then it became a much bigger, broader picture. I mean, the idea is I'm very thankful for what football's given me, or soccer. It's made. I've been very fortunate to have it as a player, have it as a job. I've also had it as a ways of getting education. It's allowed me to see quite a few countries in the world. Meet guys and work with people from all different cultures and backgrounds and countries. So it's been very eye-opening for me, and I think that for me, I think it's important that the young players get those experiences because football doesn't discriminate. If you've got talent, it can take you on an unbelievable journey, and I think. The nice thing is with football is that everyone's journey is very unique, So I wanted to give back to the game in that regard.
Nice. As you can see, many things in the world today it's always nice to give back to the community and help out, and which seems like the big inspiration behind Big Cat Goalkeeping. Well, the name itself is unique, Big Cat. Everyone kind of hears it. You kind of see. Different goalkeeping academies out there, but Big Cat. So why Big Cat Goalkeeping? Why the name?
I mean, the joke really. As a player, I was fortunate enough to get taken on loan by a team called Hull City, who were now in the Championship. They were in the Championship at the time actually as well. And in the newspaper, it said. Tiger Tomo signed goes to Humberside. Well, Humberside is the area where the club is. The Hull's nickname is the Hull City Tigers, and Tomo is my nickname within the football community at home. Everyone that's called Thompson gets called Tomo in England. So yeah, it was pretty funny when it said Tiger Tomo goes to Humberside. So then when I went back to my old club, everyone kind of mocked it, hey Tiger, everyone's giving me a hard time for it. And slowly you can imagine all the different nicknames that come from being called Tiger, and then it slowly changed to Big Cat, and then from there when I came to the States, I was. Like I said, I got my leg broke. When I started Big Cat Goalkeeping, I was injured, and I was looking for names for the academy, and I tried all of the names, like top performance, high performance, elite, anything that made us sound top. I looked at it and tried it. I remember texting some of my Spanish speaking friends and throwing out words and saying, what does that mean, and does this sound good, and to be honest, none of them really sat well with me, and Big Cat was kind of funny at the time. I just thought it was a bit of fun, and I thought it was a reflection of for me, but as far as like I could relate to it, but also I felt that it was a good way for the kids. I thought it was a good way for the kids to become their own definition of big cat, and everyone within the brand is big cat in my opinion. It's more of a. It sounds funny and it sounds really cheesy, but I joke about it at work. I always say, "Our big cat's like a state of mind," you know.
Yeah.
But it really is. I mean, I want people to be, you know. I think you can be an introvert at home and have your own things going on, but when you step on the field, you've got to have a different persona, you know. And I think every goalkeeper has their own style, and whatever their definition of, being that character is, I want them to go and express themselves on the field. I want them to play and enjoy it, and be passionate about it. And I think the big cat is the only way that, for me, as a name of a brand, and then and how I interact with players is an easy way for me to kind of get that message across from all age groups. So yeah, that's kind of where it came about. It started off as a joke, and because I could relate to it, because I loved the name, and it made me smile, and I think that's why we went with that.
I think it's really cool, because Big Cat itself, just like you're saying, it's real. Just like we're trying to keep it here, real talk. It's unique to you, rather than you just trying to put a different persona on it. You're coming out and you're like, hey, Big Cat, and this is what we do, and this is how we act. And I think a goalkeeper is always one of the biggest characters on the field, and we're supposed to have quick reflexes, cat-like reflexes. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, so I know Big Cat is more than just a brand. You guys do offer, goalkeeper gloves, clinics, and all that good stuff. But what else does a Big Cat have to offer in the sense that it's more than just a brand itself?
I think for me the biggest thing, and what I think a lot of people fail to realise, is when they get into sports, when they look at this from the outside, they think that the Big Cat goalkeeper was built just on soccer knowledge. But no, I got a lot of useful advice by listening to players and listening to people in different fields, and a lot of studying. And the big thing that kept coming back to me, that people were telling me that I was trying to create, but I couldn't describe it very well, which I must have constantly been describing, but just not summing it up in a word, was community. Like I say, I felt that like I said, every player is Big Cat to me. Every coach within the Big Cat, the staff is the Big Cat.
It's a big family. Huh?
Yeah, it's a family. On the back of our shirts at camp, it always says Team Big Cat, and we wanted to create that community, and we wanted to create something that the goalkeeper never felt isolated. I think there's a lot of kids like, and I say this being one myself, as a young goalkeeper, you maybe have a great game, but no one can relate to that great game, because some people don't know what a great game is for a goalkeeper. Mm-hmm. A great game for a goalkeeper might be the decision that you made, maybe not to come for the cross and to make a save based on that, but you're maybe more happy with the certain decisions that you made in the game to get the outcome. Then it'd be like one top draw save in the 90th minute. Like, you might have had a steady game the whole game, and you're very proud of that. So I think it's important that we create this community so people can share ideas, and we can relate to one another. But also on the downsides is, it's not all roses being a goalkeeper. I think that when you talk about being when you said it yourself about being like one of the bigger characters, Henry, what are you doing? When you talk about being one of the bigger characters, it's also how you bounce back from from something that's not gone your way. And I think it's always easier when you've got a support system. And I'm not claiming that we're counsellors by any means, but I think that if we have a community, we have different forums, we have, like I say, we have plenty of clinics, we have plenty of locations, so we've always got somebody there that we can kind of share ideas with. I go, hey, I had a bit of a stinker today. Another goalkeeper said, well, me too, but the week after, I had this great game. And whatever it may be, so we can ride the highs and lows together. And I think that's good to have.
Yeah, I think that's the most difficult thing about being a goalkeeper is I feel like we're most criticized in the moments where you make a mistake, because one mistake lets in a goal. Rather than, I love strikers, but they miss 5 out of 10. It's fine as long as they put one away and everyone forgets about. But yeah.